Howdy! Yogasai, country bear jamboree.
You did that again.
I know. It's my new intro. It's my catchphrase. We're gonna make a video right now.
Greetings, everyone. It's been about a week and a half,
couple weeks. Yeah, we're still around. We're still alive and kicking.
Yeah, we know. We know we don't do videos nearly as much as we used to.
I know, and I've discussed it, and I've apologized.
It's all his fault. You know, there's a check in here, by the way.
Yes. Look at that money. That's what we call money. Put it back. And that's only half. People.
Money.
People. So anyhow,
I got money. I don't know who, for what, but whatever.
Oh.
But no, today.
Wouldn't you like to?
We are going to do a TLC.
The way I'm going to do this is backwards.
Predictions
We're going to start at the bottom and go up.
We're going to start at the bottom and go up.
Because, okay, this is maybe has already been talked about on the internet, on YouTube, etc. I've seen one person do it. So let's just go ahead and get it out of the way. All right. We're sitting there watching Raw. The match is announced, Sheamus versus John Morrison. I get a sinking feeling in my gut, as I do every John Morrison match announcement. Oh great, he's going to get screwed again. And for the Sheamus is good. When what does this little fella say? He says, John Morrison's going to win it. He's going to be the number one contender. Miz and Morrison at Royal Rumble. Write it down. And I said,
write it down.
What?
Yeah, man.
And it does. The more I think about it.
Here's the reason behind this. For years, they've always looked at the Royal Rumble as an opportunity to put a mid-carder in a main event match, because the Royal Rumble itself is the actual main event.
And you want your big guys to be in the Rumble.
Exactly. You want your big guys in the Rumble to draw, in for that. So you can put a mid-carder in the main event. And I'm sorry, say what you want about The Miz. The Miz is still a mid-carder, even though he's the champion.
I don't feel the elevation.
It's not exactly. It's not flowing. It hasn't fit. So I think
Alex Riley, on the other hand.
No. I think Miz versus Morrison at the Royal Rumble, I think it could work, and I think
it'll be a good match.
This is an opportunity for JoMo to finally step up, because they're sitting here saying, "Okay, dude, show us what you can do."
No. He's been showing them what he can do. In fact, that's why they there's a difference between having a good match and building a good feud. Okay, fair enough. So,
which is what he's gonna have to do.
Predictions. Have we said this is a prediction video? Chris has gotten me all pumped up and all excited, which I think is just proof that it's all gonna fall apart and blow up in my face, and he's gonna laugh as he goes. Okay.
So we're going with JoMo.
I'm gonna say Morrison.
Yeah, it's gotta be. It's gotta be. There's no reason for Sheamus to win this match.
Okay, moving up the list. Number 5 on the list.
Number 5 on the list, we have Lay Cool versus Natalia and baffled.
I'm going to go with Lay Cool, just because, for the same reason. Watch every predictions video in which there's been a Lay Cool match. That's why I'm going with Lay Cool again.
I'm going to go opposite. I'm going to go with Natalia and Beth Phoenix.
Now wait a minute. We've talked many times about how titles, or at least I've thought about it many times, how titles are often used to reward people for their service. Mm-hmm. This is the first ever Divas Tag Team title. Why not give
a tag team title?
Divas Tag title?
No, it's not.
Yes, they said it. Am I right? People, somebody, help me.
It's not the first time it's been done.
Well, the first time since I've ever seen it. But my point being, at least, they could reward the people who have been carrying the Divas mantle for the past year, let's just say. I don't know how long it's been.
Which, let's face it, is these 4 women.
These 4 women.
You say what you want about them. It's these 4. It's with I'd throw Melina in the mix as well.
Melina's been gone for so long. Natalia was the valet for the Hart Dynasty for so long.
But she's the champion, so she's got to be in the match.
Beth Phoenix is just came back.
A monster diva.
No, God. I think I like me some Beth. I think Beth Phoenix when she comes.
I like me some Beth Phoenix. I'm not saying I don't. I do. I like her.
So anyway, I like her.
Here's the Beth Phoenix. No. Come on.
Oh. I thought.
Be a jerk here. Let's go. Come on.
Sorry.
There you go, Beth Phoenix. We love you.
Go save Beth Phoenix.
She's not British, and neither are we. I I'm just sick of the whole Lay Cool thing. It really needs to go away.
I
sorry.
am sick of it, but what is going to take its place, and what is going to make what will make the Diva division relevant? I say I don't know, and I don't think Natalya and...
I've heard that there are talks of turning Melina heel, which she is evidently against, because she does not want to be a heel. I think it would be a good move for her, though, because it'd put her back in the title picture. Because I loves me some Melina. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that or not, but I do. Loves me some Melina.
He loves him some Melina. Moving on the list! Oh, so I say Lay Cool, you say who? Natalya and...
I'm going to go with Natalya and a battlefield.
Okay, go ahead.
Next, we have Dolph Ziggler versus Kofi Kingston versus Jack Swagger.
Is this for the title?
I'm assuming this is for the title.
Yeah, I kind of forgot to write it down.
Oh, man. Kofi does not need to win this match. They don't
step down for Kofi.
They do not need to put this title back on Kofi Kingston. How long has Dolph been the champ now?
For quite some time.
Maybe 4 months?
For a while. I like Dolph a lot. And I am glad he's the champion. I'm glad he finally ascended to the level of champion. I wouldn't be heartbroken, however, if they were to drop the title, or if he were to drop the title and give it to... if Swagger won it, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but how do you... I mean, what do you think if you're Jack Swagger?
You think...
And you begin your year, you win the Money in the Bank briefcase at WrestleMania, you win the World Heavyweight Championship 5 days later, and then you end your year winning the Intercontinental title. But it's very reminiscent to what happened to CM Punk. Punk went to a similar...
PM Sunk, I remember he went
ordeal. Punk and his diet soda.
See, I don't think it's... yeah, I don't know. I don't know if... I mean, let's stop being concerned with Swagger's feelings. Because I just say, if one is looking logically at it, if they truly want to keep him around, give him the Intercontinental title to let him practice being champion again. That's why I wouldn't be heartbroken if it was Swagger, but I'm going to say it's not. I'm going to say it's going to be Dolph.
I'm going to go with Swagger.
Ooh. After arguing with me?
No.
Okay, go ahead. Next.
Next, we have John Cena.
Let's just use this moment to say how horribly disappointed I am in the John Cena. He returned, and then the Nexus guys were going to turn on Barrett, but they didn't. He has power over them, but last week they were going to revolt. I mean, guys, come on.
Way to go, Connecticut.
It really doesn't. It's not adding up, and I know it's all
Vince, look, I know we've said this before. And I'm gonna go ahead and get this started up again because I want everyone to say it. Talk to whoever you have to talk to, man. We could write this crap way better than they do because this is really terrible. This whole story. Cena was gone. Not even actually, he wasn't even gone. Let's face it.
He was fired.
He was there every week. Punk is the only person that mentioned it as for a fired guy. He sure is here hanging out a lot. It's true. And, it's 3 weeks later, and, okay, well, will we hire you? And you think there's going to be all this tension and whatnot between the Nexus, but here they are, being all chummy again. And then, they beat the crap out of Cena again in the ring. And I'm thinking, is it July all over again? Didn't we just see this? I mean, have I gone back in time?
I mean, I said, okay, what if... Excuse me. And I know it's very, very difficult to have Cena... even appear heelish in being connected with the Nexus guys. But still, what if Cena and Otunga made some kind of... What if Cena made a deal with the devil?
Where did that go? That whole Cena-Otunga thing?
Nothing.
They're still doing something with him.
No.
Otunga is... The whole Otunga thing, it's got to lead to something at this point. It better. Because they've been dropping these subtle hints for ages that he's not happy. And then they go and put him in this match against Cena, and he basically gets squashed while everybody else just watches.
Right. So what's up, dudes? So Cena, Barrett,
these Nexus guys are basically like, they're basically like John Kerry. They're flip floppers.
John Kerry.
Yeah.
Oh, John Kerry.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Drew Carey.
No, John Kerry. I thought. Look it up. About 5 years ago.
Yeah. Flip flop. Flip flop. That was the RNC, the Republican National Convention.
Yeah.
Those are happy times with the old people would bring in their flip-flops.
That's back when W was still president.
That's right.
Monkeys are funny.
So, Cena versus... Okay, and that's something else. Barrett says, you can be hired again, but you have to face me in TLC. And my thing is, okay, ending a man's career is pretty big stuff. Beating a man in a match, who cares? I mean, it just really seems like a... I'm spitting everywhere. It just seems like a really lame way for Wade Barrett to, you know,
my thought is, why in the hell would you want to do this? Why would you want to fight John Cena again? Why? Why not just hire him back and say, that's it, we're done with you, go away?
Yes, unless the Nexus guys turn on Barrett at TLC, which makes you wonder, why were they so firmly behind Barrett then? I mean, why aren't we kind of... Why did they tease that if Monday there was no payoff or there was no continuing to build that story?
Well, there kind of was. There was... Otunga was left to get slaughtered in the ring.
Right, but then okay, let's move on. We talked about this way too much.
Okay, so who are we going
it's
with?
making me...
Who are we going with?
I honestly don't... I'm gonna go with Cena, and then the Nexus guys come and beat the tar out of Barrett.
I'm gonna go with Cena. Next we have Miz versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship in a tables match. Okay. So I'm gonna have to go with Miz to win, simply because, like we just said, Royal Rumble is the next pay-per-view. Randy Orton was not in the Rumble last year. He was competing for the title, so it would be nice to see him in the Rumble this year, and I think he will be. Therefore, I think Miz is going to win. And they're going to set up a Miz-Morrison feud at the Rumble.
And I will agree with exactly what he just said.
It's very cut and dry. It's almost,
it's almost predictable.
Mm-hmm. And then, last but not least, we have the World Heavyweight Championship match.
Spoiler alert.
TLC match.
Right. That
is now a Fatal 4-Way.
Spoiler. That was the spoiler, if you remember.
Featuring Kane, Edge, Rey Mysterio, and Alberto Del Rio. So, why did they do this? Why did they make this a Fatal 4-Way match after all this build-up between Edge and Kane?
Well, an answer that thing that just popped into my mind, I'm very, very quick, is...
Unless they're going to throw us for a loop.
Well, we could very easily go back to the whole thing we're saying about the Royal Rumble. They put the big names in the Rumble, so they let the smaller names carry the matches for the pay-per-view. Yeah, but you've got to... What if they want to get Kane out of the... What if they want Kane to drop the title?
I think Kane... I think he's going to lose.
But they want they don't want Edge to have the title and to not be able to compete in the Rumble. So let's drop it to Mr.
No. I think because Edge won the Rumble last year, he does not need to be in the Rumble this year.
But he could go... he could go into it with a... I'm the Royal Rumble champion or whatever. I'm going to want to do consecutive Royal Rumbles. Rated R.
I think Del Rio's going to be in the Rumble because he's never been in one. So he'll be in it. Was Rey in the Rumble last year?
I'm having trouble remembering.
Was he injured for like the 400th time?
I don't think so.
I can't remember.
Because they very quickly then built up to the Punk thing.
Mm-hmm. Kane is always in the Rumble. And it's time for him to drop the title.
I'm going to say Rey Mysterio to win that match. And I'll tell you why. I don't know how well is Rey Mysterio right now, because it seems like
not very well. Actually, in fact, I believe he's got some sort of an injury.
That's what I thought. He's working through it. So my guess is if they give him the title, has he been the title late? He's had it. He had it
this year. He had it for about a couple of months.
Let's say they give it to him again. Well, maybe I don't like that. Never mind. I was gonna say it's a hell of a lot easier to have the title and then kind of fade into the background while other stuff happens than it is to have... I'm not making any sense here. I'm thinking if he's not well, he won't be well enough to fight in the Royal Rumble. But then again, he doesn't have to stay very long. So, that's what I'm going to say.
I'm going to go with Edge.
Edge to win the whole...
I'm going to go with Edge
enchilada?
to win the whole enchilada. You said that because there are Mexicans in the match. That's racist.
The whole... what is it that Canadians eat? Boutin?
No.
Yeah, they do.
They eat boutin.
You know what that is?
Yeah.
That's what they eat.
They eat
Sean Carlton.
The whole maple syrup.
Oh, maple syrup. That's good stuff. Do you remember when they hung the flag upside down the World Series?
No.
You don't remember that?
Isn't that like a sign of like distress or something?
No, they hung the Canadian flag. Because, I mean,
I mean, here in the States...
I'm sorry, Canadians.
If you hang the American flag upside down, it's a sign of distress.
It's bad news.
Yeah.
Or disrespect.
Or, yeah, either or.
But it's a leaf. I mean, come on. It's a leaf with 2 stripes on either side. How are you supposed to know? I mean, you know... And the guy who hung the flag up was probably again making minimum wage, you know? Didn't finish high school.
Probably angry.
Why, again, I know you hate the Canadians, but...
I don't, not at the Canadians, at the fact that he's working at the World Series for minimum wage.
Oh, I get it, okay.
So I said, I'm going to screw you, Canada.
A. All right, we're going to go now. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you all very soon.
If we don't, I'm sure we'll see you all again before the holidays.
No, we've got to do our whole thing about the wrestlies.
I know, we've got to do
very
that
soon.
Very soon.
Yeah, we'll look for that very soon. So we'll talk to you all very soon. Very soon. Adios.
Adios, everybody.